Holy shit, Mike, it's Tuesday. What are you doing putting up a video so early? Well, Mike, I can explain. You see, on Thursday there's a holiday. Friday I'm taking Urlaub, which means what, Mike? Trip weekend! So I gotta do my video today because I'm not gonna be here tomorrow, Thursday or Friday, and after that, well, you know, it's into the next week already. So let's get it going. Week 39 in Germany. It's Dienstag, but that doesn't really matter. Let's see what we got going on this week. Thursday, after I finished making my video, I then went downstairs to see that we had companies. I was going to go beat Fat in the city for a couple of drinks, but that fell through because of the company. And Dad, I'm again sorry for bailing on you on Thursday, man. Let it be known to the world that I bailed on the bailer himself, Fat. Friday, then after work, I went to Europcar to pick up my rented auto. Then I drove to Wiesbaden. Drove to Wiesbaden to meet up with Emily, where, let's see, Friday night we just kind of hung out at her place, had some barbecue, had some couple of drinks, some of her friends were over. We just hung out at her place. Her place is really nice. Check it out. She has a vineyard in front, and then it's like this whole house is hers. And it's really nice inside too. Like, dude, she is set. Barbecue was fun, drinks after were fun, and then called it a night. Saturday, got up at, you know, whenever we wanted to. Headed into the city to pick up Mike and Clara at the Hauptbahnhof in Wiesbaden. Then we just kind of paraded around the city all day. Our first stop was, well, we just kind of roamed. So we roamed across this Spielplätze though. Naturally, we had to stop and, you know, have some fun. And so we just kind of walked around, and it actually was in a cemetery. So there was like playground right next to like gravestones. It was, I think it's the first time I've ever seen that happen before, but yeah, you know, Germany, what do you know? Continue to walk around for a little while. Wiesbaden, by the way, is really pretty. Kind of these like new but old style buildings, so they're not all like crumbly and falling apart and repaired. They look new, but they're all like in this older style, so it's a really cool city to walk through. We then made our way into the Altstadt and continued to kind of walk around. We came across the Baden part of Wiesbaden. There's these hot springs that the city was built on, and so none of them were actually like fountaining water, but we still got to see them, so that counts for something, right? Then after walking around the city a little bit more, we then stumbled across this, well, we didn't really stumble, Mike knew where it was, so then we went to this other Spielplatz. I mean, we just did what we did best, you know? I mean, it was me, Mike, and Clara, and for whatever reason, Emily did not decide to play with us.
Spielplatze Diaries, first installment. I've made it on top of the Spielplatz with Mike and Clara.
But not really the first installment.
No, this Spielplatz is the first installment.
Okay.
Emily is all the way over there. And then Clara's over here being a chameleon or a sloth or something.
I don't like sloths. They're crazy.
You don't like sloths?
No.
Ooh, Mel will be interested to hear that.
Ho, Mel, did you hear that? Clara doesn't like sloths. Looks like you got yourself an enemy. But yeah, we were from King of the Jungle, and the floor was lava. What can I say? You know, stuff happens. And now, ladies and gentlemen, it's time for another installment of Mike Haupt's Grammy Award-winning narration of videos.
Small child, Mike McLafferly. Yeah, I know I said it wrong, Mike. Time for hot lava now? I think so. Oh, here we go. Can't step on the lava. Oh, doing well. Making it through. Rude. I think there's approximately 10 children here. And Mike and Clara.
And after all that playing, we need a little bit of a snack to, you know, get some energy going.
Mike's awesome video of the week. Are you ready?
Yep.
Oh, all right.
Wow, you failed miserably at that. Clara, you got it? Oh, yeah.
But even a couple of duck-faced Pringles weren't enough, so we had to stop off and grab some real lunch at this Italian restaurant. There was beer and wine involved, of course. Got some pizza. That was pretty hammer. Then continued to walk around the city. Ended up making our way to the casino in Wiesbaden, and out front there was a couple of Ferraris. There's some guys, like, you know, like hosting some kind of event or something, so we went up and asked what they were doing, and there was like a rally, so they had to like do different challenges and do like a scavenger hunt through the city or something like that. But yeah, I would have liked to have participated, you know, but unfortunately no one wanted to take me. Then went inside the casino. It was pretty gorgeous. and then we continued to walk around the park out back, and then we went to this Latino bar where we had some beers and cocktails to finish off the day. Mike and Clara then had to go back to Frankfurt because of Mike's awful train connections. He has to leave at like 3 o'clock in the afternoon so that he can make it home before his last train leaves at like 4 in the afternoon or something ridiculous like that. Mike and Clara, it was good to see you guys, and it was fun Spielplätzen all day long. Emily and I then got back in the car, drove over to Mainz where we met up some of her French friends that she met in Mainz. We had some fajitas. Again, dude, this is like the 3rd week in a row that I've had fajitas. What is up with that? They're amazing. I'm not complaining at all. Fajitas were delicious. The other guys were French, so there was a lot of French conversation going on. And it was actually it's always humbling when you're in a group of Ausländers and you have no idea what the other people are saying. But when we were speaking in English, the other guys were really cool, really nice, and yeah, it was pretty fun. Sunday morning, then started late as usual. Got up, had a nice, delicious bowl of cereal right in front of the TV, watching some SpongeBob. Wow, man. Bringing it back to like 3rd grade days, you know what I mean? Then some more of Emily's friends came over and had some more barbecue leftovers from the other day. But then, like at 1 o'clock or whatever, had to go say bye-bye to Emily and meet some people in Frankfurt that was going to Mitfahrgelegenheit. Except this time I was going to be the driver instead of the rider. I was going to Passau for an interview, as you guys probably know. The other guys were all going to Nuremberg, so from Frankfurt to Nuremberg, had a Mitfahrgelegenheit. Car was full, man. It was pretty cool. They were all really nice. Then I made it to Passau just as kind of was getting dark outside and found my hostel. Stayed in a hostel. It was a castle. I was completely surprised. I didn't even really research the hostel or anything that well. I got like a 92% satisfaction rating. I was like, all right, that's good enough. I just need something cheap. Got there, and it's a castle or a burg or a Vesta. All right. Can someone that is German please tell me the difference between a Burg, a Schloss, a Festung, and a Vesta? They're all the same thing. They all sit on top of a hill. They got big walls and castle-y looking stuff. I don't know the difference between all 4. Anyway, it was in one of those things, and so I can officially say I've been in a castle and like spent the night in a castle. It was actually really, really cool. That evening, though, after the sun went down, I walked down the city of Passau and again was like completely surprised like how freaking gorgeous the city is. It's like right on the border of Austria and Germany, right where the Donau and then the Inn River splits off, and it was gorgeous. Like there's this big like church, and it was just like the old typical Bayerish kind of a city. It was a really, really, really pretty city. So it was really fun to walk around at night. It was cold and rainy and it really sucked, but it was really cool to just walk around the city and see it at night. Next morning I had to get up nice and early so I could be at my interview location at 8 o'clock. Got to the ZF office where I was applying. Met the guys I was interviewing with. They were really cool. Kind of just gave me the rundown of what they were looking for, why they were interested in me, and then, yeah, we just kind of talked. So the ZF plant in Passau, they make axles and differentials. I'm trying to explain technical jargon to people that have no idea what I'm talking about. They make stuff for cars, but it's different than what I'm doing right now in Saarbrücken. And it is for a design engineering position. They want to start me out working 2 to 3 years in Germany, and then move me to Detroit plant in the US, where I can pretty much bring people up to speed and I can be kind of a connection between Germany and the US. And they're excited to have me as a applicant because I can speak good German, but more importantly I can speak English, and so I can kind of make this connection better to the guys in the US. Interview went really well. Lasted quite a long time, which is, again, usually longer interviews are good. So yeah, we'll see what comes out of it. So yeah, have 2 interviews done and still waiting to hear back from both. Hopefully pretty soon we can get something going, you know what I mean? Afterwards then just went back to the hostel, got the rest of my stuff checked out, and started driving to Saarbrücken. Drive was pretty long, kind of boring because it didn't have any other Mitfahrgelegenheits or anything like that. 4.5, 5 hours from Passau to Saarbrücken. It was literally the entire stretch of Germany. I literally can say I drove from one side of Germany to the complete other side. I mean, I drove from the Austrian border to the French border. So that was super fun. But actually it kind of was, because you're in Germany and there's this whole like no speed limit thing. So what takes like 6-7 hours in the US took like 4.5, 5 in Germany. Went to work today. This morning was kind of, so whatever. But then this afternoon I went on another test drive with one of my coworkers who's really cool. So I'm still kind of, like learning this stuff. I'm really like getting into this like program of how they program the transmissions and stuff like that. And it's really interesting. I really like it. And so yeah, today was pretty fun actually. Then came home and made my video. And like I said already, got a trip going on tomorrow, so I'm gonna, not tell you guys because I love keeping you guys on these cliffhangers, Why would you guys come back and watch my video next week if I just told you what I'm gonna do, you know what I mean? So, that reminds me, if you guys keep watching these videos, but you haven't subscribed yet, you should probably subscribe because then, you'll get them every week. Hope everyone's doing alright, and I'll talk to you guys next week. Peace.